Hello, welcome to the Fab Four Beauty Squad. I am so excited to be here today with two fabulous women. Of course, one of our members of the Fab Four, but we also have a special guest today. We're going to chat. So welcome to the Fab Four Chat. We'll be chatting about entrepreneurship, and we'll be sharing with you stories and telling you about your various business opportunities, particularly the one that we're going to share with you, and how you can balance it all. We're going to give you some tips. We're going to share some inspirational stories. And so we're going to kick it off this day with someone very special from my national area. But before I do that, I'm going to turn it over to Maggie, and she's going to share with you some accolades about this very special woman.
Yes. So proud to have her. And thank you so much for your time. So our first guest today, ladies, is a woman that we truly admire. We respect her and we love her to pieces. She's our sister Mary Kay beauty consultant and a senior sales director with one first line offspring and a second line offspring sales director. So she is just whooping it up in the Mary Kay world. I am so glad to introduce you to senior sales director Abigail DeVose. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about Abby, and then she's going to come on and she's going to just share a little bit more about herself. But Abigail DeVose is a mom of two. Madison 11, who is like her, I mean, twin. I mean, you see these two together, it's like, oh my gosh, no denying it. And Parker is 8. And Abby has been growing her Mary Kay business since January of 2017. She debuted as a new sales director after being in the business for just 19 months. 4 months later, she didn't waste no time. She offsprung her sister, Monisa Childs, and Abigail affectionately lives by the mantra, I am my sister's keeper. And if you see the two of them together, it's just amazing. I wish my sister could be that smart and come into Mary Kay. Abby has finished On the Move, Fabulous 50, and Honor Society, which are programs that Mary Kay offers to new sales directors, and that makes her a triple crown director. So she wears not just one, but 3 crowns. And she has earned her very first Mary Kay car in June of 2019, and that was less than 1 year after becoming a sales director. Abigail and her audacious leaders are working with a goal of 100 unit members and a Cadillac by June of this year. She feels that any goal can be achieved if you are audacious and confident. And with that, I give you Miss Abigail DeVose. So Robyn, let's start our sharing.
Awesome.
Abby.
Well, welcome again, Abby. We're so honored to have you. This is just exciting. It really is. And so I know after this interview, everyone will be able to connect and really appreciate what you bring to the table. So we're going to start this interview with, tell us a bit more about yourself and why did you start Mary Kay?
Oh, well, first off, I just want to say thank you, ladies. Thank you so much for having me on this call. It truly is an honor and a privilege. You know, you guys think that I'm pouring into you, but you don't realize you're pouring into me. And so I just want to say thank you again. Guys, it's so funny because I can say I've only worked one job in my life. After that, it's always been where I've been an entrepreneur. Always thought about how I can, leverage my time, make my time, count more. How I can make more money in the time that I have. Those were always things on my mind. And so, a little bit about me. Yeah, I'm a mom of 2. I was married for 18 years. And so I just found myself to being a single mom. And I can honestly say, I'm glad I had my Mary Kay business as a result of it. But I've, like I said, always been a business owner. I was a shop owner for over 9 years. And in that time, I always thought, like I said, ways to leverage my business, ways to make my business more sustainable. And so that actually is what brought me to Mary Kay. And what I wanted to do was I wanted to add makeup products to my makeup services. So I already did makeup. We were a full service salon. in the sense of we were about the glam. We did hair, we did makeup, we did on the go hair and makeup for weddings, events, shows, things of that nature. And so it was always where when you're doing a face, you can have a kit that you're working from, but someone's going to always ask you, oh, wow, this color is nice. How do I touch it up later? Exactly. Or, you know, oh man, this shadow is pretty. Or I'm looking for a good concealer. Where can I find that? I'm a teacher by nature. I've always loved to teach and instruct. So many people say to me, you know, that I'm always teaching something, and the way I give instruction is just different, you know? And so I've always loved teaching. I went back to beauty school to get my teaching license. I felt as though I had a teaching salon. I was always doing classes to build my team up, because I'm like, if we are, you know, better educated and better trained, right, then people will come here for the experience. You know, because somebody will feel so much better when they leave a place. There are hundreds and thousands of hairstylists and hair salons all over the world, all over the country. Literally, my salon was next door to another. So many people walked in my door thinking they were going to the next door. That's how close the doors were. But through that time, you know, I never felt as though I was intimidated by the person next door. And that was because I know that I trained my team to give a different experience. Mm-hmm. And so training to me is key. And so because of that, I realized, you know what, we were offering a great service, but we couldn't extend the service. And then I realized if I had makeup to sell to people, that would mean more money for that makeup service. And even if a person only got their makeup done for a wedding, or even if a person only got their makeup done for one experience in their life because they weren't a makeup wearer, and somebody said to them, well, you need to get your face done for this event. If I had something that I can give to them, I can now ensure that they would probably come back to me. If they love the foundation I offered them, then they'll come back to me for the foundation, even if they didn't come back to get their makeup done. Right. They will come back for the mascara or the lipstick, even if they never sat in my chair again for a makeup service. Mm-hmm. So that's what made me say, I need to find a makeup company that I can now sell. I looked into having my own makeup brand. I looked into, you know, a few different companies, and oh my goodness, what it cost. Mm-hmm. What it costs to start your own line, or what it costs to, you know, just a lot of other industries who want you to be a part of it. Like, I had so much MAC in my case, so much NARS in my case, right? But in order for me to have MAC represent in my salon, I needed to be making about $5 million a year. Wow. Yeah, I wasn't there. Okay. You know what I mean? Like there had to be a certain amount you had to bring to the table for MAC to be okay with putting their name on your business. Mm-hmm. So they were okay with taking my money for me to buy the products, mm-hmm, but they didn't want me to serve as a representative because I didn't meet a standard big enough for theirs. Wow. You know what I mean? So it was huge. So I had to now look for a place or look for a means in order to bring that extra income into my salon. I didn't think it was going to be in the face of Mary Kay, but hey, here we are today. Awesome.
So Abby, let me ask you a question. What was the one thing, if anything, that might have stopped you from, you know, starting your Mary Kay business?
Okay, great question. So the same reasons why I started could have been my same reasons for not. You know what I mean? Like we come up with a lot of excuses. And so, like I said, I was a wife, a mom, you know, I'm very, very into my religion and my spiritual obligations. I already had a business, you know, that was successful. So it was so many other reasons that I could have said to say, well, no, I don't need to. You know what I mean? But those were the same reasons that I said, you know what? Yeah, I do need to. For the sake of my family, bringing extra income into my salon. For the sake of my salon being a successful salon, let me now add an extra service that my customers could benefit from. You know, so these were the reasons why I started, even though they could have been a hindrance as to why I didn't need to necessarily start my business or why I shouldn't have started my business. Another funny for me, I just want to share. I always had this idea that Mary Kay was for old ladies.
Yes, you're not the only one. You're not
So,
yes,
so
yes.
that's why I say it's funny that it's in the form of Mary Kay, because before my senior, Elisa Smith Patterson, introduced the opportunity to me, I had been approached by Mary Kay before. And funny enough, I had been approached by Mary Kay by Elisa in the past. And so even the first time she ever made an appointment for me to do her hair, when I saw her name pop up on the screen, I was like, I hope she ain't gonna come here trying to sell me Mary Kay. So that was my thought process. And, the way it kind of transpired and Mary Kay became that product that I did now, advocate, and I'm a strong advocate for it, and I go hard for it, is actually pretty funny. So.
That is
funny.
funny.
That is
and
funny.
girl, you were just, I'm like writing notes. I mean, awesome. I love it.
It's
Robyn.
awesome. I love the strategy. I love it. So let me ask you this. So, when we look at what's going on right now, we're going through a health crisis with this whole COVID virus. How has this affected you, or what have you learned about yourself, and how has it affected your business?
Ironically enough, this time, I actually shared this with my unit earlier this week, and I said, we're not going to say it's difficult, it's just different.
Yeah.
And, when you get into a different situation or a different circumstance, you have to learn how to shift and how to adjust. I know for me, the reason why I'm a sales director today is because I had life experiences that became different. I lost my mom. My business, in salon businesses, in any business, you have ups, you have downs. Like, your seasons, you know your seasons, and so you plan accordingly. And for me, I lost my mom, and then literally it was the beginning of the prom season, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there are just certain times in your business where you can't take a step back because, or you make that choice. That's what it boils down to. You make that choice. And so my mom passed away on Saturday, and I was in my salon on Wednesday in the midst of a snowstorm doing clients, right? I had no morning time, and it was just really one of those things where it was like back to work, boom, 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 boom. And for me, I feel as though that was one of the things that kind of worked at where I was mentally, because now when we went through the lull of the summer, I just wanted to now have my own mental space. And I said, you know what, if I stay in here, I won't be in a good mental space. I won't be able to really give of others, because I feel as though I'm more of a giving person. And I felt like my well had run dry. And so that's what made me pivot and say, you know what, guys, I'm going to take a step back. I'm going to take a step back from this salon thing, just because I need time to rebuild myself and to rebuild my family, because we needed that. So literally, I pulled back. I closed my salon one week, and ironically enough, I went into DIQ the next. So I saw myself pouring my life into something else. Right? But it was what I needed. It was truly what I needed at the time. And so, like I said, my business has shifted in so many. That was a different time, and it made me shift from being a consultant in and out of a red jacket to being a director, and and I would venture to say a strong director, because I've built a unit of women that I pour into. We love what we're doing, and we work together in a great way to accomplish our goals. And so right now, during this time, I've seen that as the times change and they're different, we've pivoted. My business, ironically enough, I feel as though it's the strongest it's been. My personal business, I'm getting more hits to my website. I'm engaging more. I'm talking to my unit members more to hear what they have going on. Thankfully, no one has gotten sick. And the ones who have, in regards to, I'm not feeling well today, it hasn't ventured into anything else, So I'm grateful for that. And so because of it, we've continued to just work together to grow and build. I've had more consultants who are shining in this time than they have before, all because even though we're in a different time, this is a time of togetherness and connectedness. And when you're in a unit, or when you're a part of a company like Mary Kay that has heart, and you try to reflect that same heart that the company has, you're going to find that your business is successful even in the midst of what's going on.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Oh my goodness. So Abby, can you share with our guests about our opportunity, and especially about our new eStart option, anything that might help them to make a decision to get their businesses started?
How much time we got? Oh my goodness. Wait a minute. When I saw that eStart, I said, what in the world? Mary Kay just changed the game.
Didn't it?
For me,
Totally.
I already felt like our opportunity was free. Like, I'm giving this to you.
Right.
Let's be real. What we get in the starter kit for $100, I know how much it takes to start a business. I know how much inventory costs. I know how much it takes just to keep doors open. I know all of those things. And Mary Kay just said, we are giving you $400 worth of a display kit, because that's what you put in front of your door, right? Macy's got a display kit. Any business, they need something to attract people to the door. So Mary Kay said, here's $490 something worth of stuff, or $400 worth of stuff, or $100 to display to attract people to you. The business plan, the business motto, that's free. You just got to follow, right? That's what Mary Kay gives us for the $100. But then when they flipped it and they said, look, you've got the same plan, the same business model, everything. We just added some apps to make things way more better for you and easier for you. And we're only letting you do that for $30, which includes a pro-paid point of sale system and a website for a year. Oh my goodness, really? It's a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer.
Like, y'all, you know, business run through my blood. When I read it, I started boiling. Okay, I was like, what? So it's really, it's one of those things where you have to just say, thank you, Mary Kay, because you're a company with heart, and you think about what the people need and how the people can benefit. There's absolutely not one human being, not one woman on this planet that if they really want something, they can't get it from Mary Kay.
Right, that's true.
That is so
You know what I mean? Like, you might say, oh, it's not for me. That's absolutely fine. But I tell you this, if you want something and you're willing to get it, you're going to get it from Mary Kay.
Woo!
Awesome. You know, and that's just it, hands down, without a doubt. And so this eStart program, allowing you to have, we can take American Express card, y'all.
Right?
I put American Express in my business because it was too much for me.
Too much, right.
I had to pay extra in my credit card processing system for American Express. And then, the customer's always right. Customer service, all of those good things. Those are the things you want to abide by in your business. But if somebody calls Mary Kay and say crap, they getting their money back and you not getting no money. That's just it. You know what I mean? So as a business person, American Express is one of those things that when you shop small, you don't always have that luxury of using that card. Right. So for us to be small business owners and we could process any credit card transaction, you can take any order off your website, no matter how large or how small, and Mary Kay will do the shipping for you, and this is all for $30.
And discounted shipping now.
It's a no-brainer, okay? So, I mean, why start your business? Because why not? That's it.
I love it.
If that's the question, why start an eStart? Why do an eStart? Why start a Mary Kay business? Why not? You have absolutely nothing to lose, but you have the world to gain. So I mean, that's just that's all I have on that.
Yeah, drop the mic on that. Awesome. I'm telling you. One last question. Abby, tell us about your next goal so we can cheer you on. What's your next goal?
Cadillac, y'all. Cadillac.
Yes,
Cadillac,
it's done.
Cadillac.
You know it's done, right? That's done.
Cadillac and our future executives. That's my immediate. That's my immediate within the next, 2 to 6 months. So that's where I want to be very, very soon. I have I've kept saying it on and on and on. That so far-fetched is just about putting that work in. And like I said, y'all don't understand how much life y'all have like pushed, infused into my bones, inviting me here today, and even waking up this morning, Maggie, you don't even realize your text message was kind of an out. And I said, no, Abby, let your yes mean yes. And, I wanted to stay in my bed. I wanted to slump and I just said no. And I mean, after I said, no, we said 11, so either 11, 11:30, you let me know. And then opening up and seeing the programs that Mary Kay offered for this month, I said, you know what? This is for me.
Mm-hmm.
This is for me. So here we go. Here we go. Let's cheer. Let's cheer.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
Yes,
We're gonna do it.
absolutely. Yes.
Well,
We
you
can't
just
wait to
got
be
me
there to
fired up,
celebrate
too.
when you get your card, because we're gonna all celebrate with you. It's gonna be awesome.
Thank you.
It's gonna be awesome.
Thank you.
And I know it's done. You are fierce, fabulous, and I mean everything else. Every possible word I can think of, it all rolls into you. And what you said before about you being a teacher and a mentor and everything, encompasses all, Mary Kay has to offer. You are truly that. I see it now, and I see your excitement. I thought I was excited, girl, but after this E-Star thing, I want to just, shout it out to the whole world, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing. So we're going to be working our off so we can help to not only increase the massive area, but I see you doing some amazing things, and I just want to follow in your footsteps, girl.
Thank you.
I
told y'all the next massive directors. I'm so seeing how June is going to be so monumental, in regards to our areas, our units, individual people in their business. Like June is going to be so monumental. And I'm so excited for what's coming down the pipe. Like, oh my goodness, it's going to be amazing. I can't wait to celebrate y'all ladies, because this is y'all time. Like it's here, it's done. Y'all gonna be 30-day normals, because it's not oneness, it's normal.
That sounds awesome.
This has got to be a norm, and it's got to be a standard. And so y'all gonna be those 30-day normals, and y'all gonna make National Candy so proud, the massive area so proud, and you're gonna do amazing things for the sake of your families. And that's what this business is about.
Yes,
awesome.
That is exactly what it's about.
Thank you.
Oh my God. Well, thank you so much, Abby. This is recorded. We're gonna, send it off and just share with the women. I would want to say to any guests that watch this recording is, take heart. We love what we do, absolutely love what we do, and just know that you're going to become a part of a company with women like Abigail DeVose, like Robyn Odita, that will just embrace you, love you, and motivate you to success. So thanks again, Abby. Have an amazing day, amazing weekend, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you, Robyn. Love you, girl.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye.